Hello everybody, this is Chino Ream signing in for another episode of SC4D. And actually this will be the last time that Chino Ream signs in, as I have changed my name with the free change name thing from Blizzard to New Era. So this is New Era signing in for the very first time here at SC4D. How are you all doing? Alright, so what we've got here is a platinum level game on Blistering Sands. This is a Zerg player Reaper facing off against Cyril, the blue Terran. It was submitted by the Zerg player. And basically, if you're wondering, yes, I will cast some platinum games here and there if you're platinum and wants to send them in. I also do my own sometimes. If you haven't noticed, I've also done some pro matches sometimes. I just like to change it up, even though I usually do lower level replays just like SC4D is all about. I like to switch it up sometimes, keep it fresh, and keep you guys interested, unlike some other casters who just do the same thing over and over again and do the same, like, pros playing off, and it gets kind of boring unless it's a really, really good caster. So, yep, that's pretty much the lowdown. What else is new? Oh yeah, the last week I've been sort of away, and I've had troubles uploading videos, so it was like a week before we could get up the last two videos, which just came up. I'm not sure, they just came up last night and the night before by Venerati. Depending on when this is uploaded, I'm not too sure, so I guess we shall see when this gets up, and hopefully it uploads right. Everything should be back to normal at SC4D. Let's see what we've got starting off here. We've got the normal opening from a Terran player here. Over here we've got the normal 12-14 spawning pool. A lot of Zergs lately after the patch, which this is the newest version of the game this match. You'll see a 14 hatchery going down, and it definitely does work. When I play Terran, I definitely find that a hard strategy to counter, unless you bunker rush, block off the ramp with bunkers and throw the Marines out there. That happened to me once as Zerg, and that just, it's a problem. Otherwise I just don't see a good strategy to beat a Zerg who fast expands like that. Definitely a good play, especially when they have banelings. Banelings going down. Couple lings going out here, 4 lings, but he's not going to be able to get through anywhere. See, we have a quick reactor going down here, and 2 racks, 1 factory. One thing I want to note is that I have become a random player. I completely switched in 1v1 league and everything. I completely play all my 1v1 leagues as random, and I thought I'd be dropping down to gold, and a lot of my respect would be gone from anybody watching this, as I'm not even diamond, and a lot of people mention that. Then going down to gold, not the greatest thing, but so far I'm positive in my matches. I've defeated quite a few platinum players as Zerg and Protoss, and I definitely underestimated myself. I definitely have a bit more of a basis than I thought on those races, and I've only won like 2 Terran games out of all like the 10-12 matches I played, and I've won a couple Protoss, a couple Zerg, so I'm pretty happy about that. And let's just see how this game continues now that that's out of the way. The cat's out of the bag. I am now a random player. Good creep spreading here. He's got 1 more tumor. He's got to throw this down. I definitely like spreading creep as Zerg. I find it very handy. Great for sight. I just love being able to see their units come up to my creep and then stop all of a sudden, because I've got half the map controlled by my creep. And it looks like we're going 2-1-1 here. A reactor going down on this factory, so we're going to see some probably double medvac, because he does not have much scouted here. He has nothing scouted, so that is definitely a big mistake by this platinum level player who has no clue what his enemy is doing. Luckily for him, there is no spire going down yet, not yet. Small baneling force here proves that there probably will be a spire going down soon. But there is just no scouting going on here, and he's got the double medvac coming out in a small MM ball. If he were to push, he'd definitely have the upper advantage. But does he have stim? He does have stim. Nothing producing out of this barracks yet. But I just find that MM ball straight up does not work against higher level Zerg players. Platinum and Diamond, and I think he sees this as he's reacting. What does he see? He doesn't see a whole lot, but he's getting 2-3 more spine crawlers down. And a bunch of banelings. Banelings are just so great against the MM ball. There's just not a whole lot you can do. Oh, but Here's the play coming here by the Terran player going to drop. But the Zerg player, definitely good placements of this. Will he be able to see? Does he see it? He does see it come into play, so hopefully he's noticed that on his mini-map and will be able to react. But it looks like he does not notice it, and here comes in the drop. This could be deadly. This is the one thing I find against Zerg that works in this patch. Dropping, it's effective. I'm having so much trouble against Zerg in other aspects of the game, holding off the mutas. You know, I get some Thors, and there's the Spire, as you can see, and he's taking out lots of drones, but here comes the Banelings, and they're just gonna roll in there and take everything out. Saving 2 Marines, but there's Mutalisks, and this one is done. He knows that's not gonna be saved. And I just find it's very hard for a Terran to even, like, get the perfect counter. You have to get the perfect counter to the Zerg player, whereas the Zerg either usually goes Mutaling, Baneling, or Roach Hydra, which is not as common against Terran as it is Protoss. Lots of Sprine colors down, I'm surprised about that. When I played a Terran, he tried to just crazy Thor mech with some Banshees and a small ball, and me being my second Zerg game just masked up Banelings, Lings, and I was able to hold him off while he tried to expand and get into my base, and I just expanded and then just masked Mutalisks with my superior economy, which I'm surprised because my economy as Terran usually isn't very good. And then I was able to just roll over him. So definitely finding Zerg is a very fun and a very good race now after the patch. Definitely happy about that now that I'm a random player. Look at this ball, is just not going to have any chance, even against his forces, let alone the static defense. Nice placement there. But will he be able to get his Banelings out? And it looks like this is about a time, 12 minutes a game, that the Zerg can even be thinking about expanding again soon. Especially if there's a gold somewhere, but not on this map. Oh, there is over here, actually. Yeah, definitely good. He could expand over here, throw some creep down. Definitely spreading out his creep good, and he keeps moving these up. So, I wonder how far he's going to move these up. More ball coming. The Zerg player finally expanding. That's what or the Terran player expanding. That's one thing I had trouble with as Terran, is just getting the expand down. I was always scared to expand, not so much anymore, especially with Protoss. I find Protoss very, very good to expand and get up the economy quick, and I just love the ability to expand, and I just find my economy is the best when I'm Protoss, which has helped me take down some other higher platinum Protoss, even within my first couple games of playing the race. So anyways, back to this game, still building up the ball, so he's going straight ball with some, a couple Vikings, which are not going to do too much against these Mutalisks, who are going to come in here, engage, and take all 3 of them out without losing one. Great snipe, as he could see them coming in from this lane. That's definitely a good point of having these Xel'Naga towers. He gets the snipes on three what do you call them? Vikings. Fuck. Yeah, these Banelings, a whole almost 24 Banelings, is just going to run through this army. Even if they take a few out, he's not going to be able to save much of this army. And especially with the small DPS, or the low DPS of Marauders, and a lot of Marauders here. So I definitely want to see how this goes. If he can just get in here and attack, and it looks like he's got tons of Mutalisks, so definitely good economy coming here. He does need another base. There's the other base going down. And I want to see what he does with this Mutalisks. He could, if he had just skidded around, checked out his base with those Mutas, he'd easily take out this economy. This one turret here blocking this economy, he could even take that out and just make him mobilize his units, make him ruin his economy, and while his units are trying to move to catch up with his Mutalisks, he could easily just row these Banelings right at the front door, just roll them into his base and either go for the economy or go for the surprise on the ball, because if your ball is out of position when Banelings come in, it's game over. There's just no chance. And successfully putting up this creep highway, spreading his creep half the map, is going to be taken up, and this is looking bad for the Terran player, especially because he does not know what's going on in his enemy's base. He thinks he's got a strong force and that he's just going to go in there and clean up.
Upgrade complete.
And it looks like he does see this expansion, so he's going to go for it. Oh, he's got some infestors out, so I want to see this for sure. This is going to be pretty good. He's got tons of Mutalisks. He's just got to send these Banelings in there and throw down that fungal growth and just throw in the Mutalisks and just get everything going one by one. losing his expansion, but